Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name. Pip's morning show, and they're always glad you came. Pip's morning show, and they know your cat's name. Pip's morning show, and they sometimes are insane. Pip's morning show, you wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be watching with me. Pip's morning show. Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode 72, or episode 1 of season 2. How should we count that? Who knows? It is Monday, September 14th. Wow.
Yes.
Just flying through these months, aren't we? We are happy to be back. As you know, we always film a day in advance, so here we are, just the two of us, because Gretchen is at her parents' house.
3 of us.
3 of us. Well, 10 of us. How many of us are here? And that,
Julian.
That brings me to the point of our Monday episodes. Hi, Pip. Yes, and we've lost Pip's bell. I don't want to say
We'll
I think that someone stole it, and by someone I mean Chunker. I think he I saw him carrying it around in his mouth, so I believe that's what's happened. Of course, Pip knows exactly what's up. As soon as we put the camera up, he jumped up here and was ready to go. Yeah, but can you turn around? People want to see your cute little face. Look at you. All right, so when we finished out season 1, we weren't doing Monday episodes, but we are going to try to do Monday episodes now so that we can talk about our fosters. As you can hear them in the background, that is James and Julius fighting. Oh yeah. But let's see. Well, let's start where we always start. You got some wisdom for me?
Wait a minute. You're gonna start the first episode without me? Oh, how dare you. I have my words of wisdom. And here it is. When it rains, look for rainbows. There's always some pretty rainbows that are all different colors, like purple, red, and blue, and green, and black, and red, and white. So just look over to your left and just see a pretty huge rainbow right in the sky. Gretchen's words of wisdom. Thank you.
It is very good to wake up on Sunday mornings without any stress, go to church or go to in front of the TV, have a cup of coffee, a little bit of chocolate, and just relax and think about the whole week that just passed. Sometimes it's good to take a deep breath on your sofa.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Great wisdom.
I love doing it. Sometimes I go for a run, but sometimes
I thought you were going to say you love doing the wisdom. And I was like, he's so mad at making him do this.
Yes.
All right. Pip, look at you looking so cute.
But I really mean it. I didn't just make it up.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think every person should have like a little bit of time in a week. They just sit down and relax and think about what happened past week.
Yes.
That's all.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for that. Of course, we'll be back to our Gretchen's Words of Wisdom tomorrow. And we've written her a new theme song. I don't know when it's going to debut, but it's very good. It is sung to the tune of Flintstone's theme song, so you can figure out the syllables there. But I think it's going to be really fun. Her and I had a really good time writing it. Anyway, we wanted to go ahead and start off with a word from our sponsor, which is Pip, right? Pip, do you sponsor this? Who pays for this? Who pays me to be on this show? Do you? Oh.
PIP. Pip is payer.
Pip is paying. Pip is...
Pip is the payer.
Pip is, yeah. Anyway, so Pip is our sponsor, and he wants everybody to learn about his new product that came out this summer called Pipsy Sticks. So these are actually Silvervine. We were sending them out for free in orders last year because we just thought they were so much fun. But then we figured out how to get them for ourselves as a product, and we have been packaging and playing with them ever since. something really cool is we're actually going to start growing these locally. I don't know how long it's going to take for the vine to take off, but they will be locally grown and all organic as soon as possible.
That's very exciting. Yes.
Yeah, but either way, I mean, they're awesome little plants, and the cats love them, and so we've made...
We love them too. Sometimes we chew on them as well.
But Pip has made a little commercial for his Pipsy sticks.
Like what I do with Mabel sometimes is I just rub it against, and then she's like
she goes crazy.
Yeah,
I would say out of all of them, Mabel is probably, she likes it the most.
Yes.
So thank you, Pip, for sponsoring this show. We just we just love it. But that brings us to what the Monday episodes are all about, which is our fosters. So everybody I know is like super confused, including our own families, as to what fosters we have and what fosters we don't, right? Because the list just started growing and growing and growing as we get to the height of kitten season, and no one's been adopted since Mabel's original babes because people have been sick and people still need their shots. And by people, I mean cats.
Well, technically, Ladybug got adopted.
Oh yeah, Ladybug got adopted.
Yes, we didn't foster her, but we.
I mean, one day
to,
we one day fostered. We were a part of that. We facilitated that.
Well,
but Ladybug's been adopted. All of Mabel's original babes have been adopted. All of our fosters prior to that have been adopted. So let's run through who's left. So we have
the guy who just attacked my leg.
James! Hi, James!
Say hi to everybody.
Say hi, I'm James.
I'm James.
So,
James Bond.
So the point of our Monday episodes is to roll through all of our fosters that we currently have to give updates on each one, because people really want updates, and I think that we give them a lot, but you know, they don't come all at once. So this is going to be our all at once.
And you keep getting questions. So how many do you have now?
I know. Now, of course, this is Natty. I have to check her white spot. I thought it was Natty, but then I double checked. She is our normal cat. She's not a foster, and of course, Pip is here, and Mowgli's running around. But all that being said, let's run through them. We've got James. James is here. He's doing well. He is not sick anymore. All of his little, his butt was very, what's the word?
Whoa.
Chunker, get off the camera.
The vet said was very upset. No,
yeah, but I'm saying like his tail was...
The butt was very upset.
Yeah, his butt, like literally, she was like, its little butt is screaming. So that was really bad. I'm sure you saw the video of him not able to sit on his butt. So that was also just like, what a terrible time. But he has... he had coccidia, and so we got him through treatment, and he is doing great. What are some of James's favorite things? Loves to run.
Standing on his back, feet, and do this. Attacking your leg and attacking from under the sofa.
Yes.
From the bed.
The bed, yeah. He also likes to climb up your pants. And he likes to gallop like a horse. Yeah, he's kind of like a goat sometimes too. He like hops. So James, of course, was the only survivor from his litter, and Mabel became his surrogate mom. And his surrogate siblings, is that what they would be called? I don't know. Are Julius and Julian, who we call now Zubra and Chunker. So Chunker is our nice little all gray one. Why do we call him Chunker? Because all he does is eat.
Yes.
And he has a habit of, we've been bottle feeding some guys, including those guys when they were smaller. And the little ends of the bottles for them to suck on, Chunker finds them and eats them. Like, I'm pretty sure he swallows. Yeah, he chews the nipple off, and I'm pretty sure that he swallows it. So all the commotion in the background is 100% Chunker just being crazy. He's crazy.
Yes.
Chunker's favorite things: destroying things, playing, screaming. He's definitely an Oscar. And we think that he might be adopted by my dad, who has Oscar, one of our former fosters, because this is one of those situations where we really think that they could use each other for all this crazy energy.
Yeah, they have so much energy, yes.
So much energy.
Yes.
And then we have Julian, who's also Zebra. Do you want to explain why you call him Zebra?
Sure. Zebra is because he kind of looks like a zebra because of the stripes that he has. And also he likes watermelon, and watermelon in Polish is arbuz, and arbuz backwards is zebra. Oof.
There you go. There you have it. What does Zebra like to do? So he likes to eat watermelon. He is probably the cuddliest out of all of them.
Grapes, but apparently grapes are not good for a cat.
I don't think that he likes to eat them though. I think.
Well, you told me stop feeding them grapes.
Somebody said that was bad. Anyway, he loves to...
He eats weird stuff.
Yeah, but he also is really good at cuddling.
Yes.
He's probably our most cuddliest. Yeah. Chum girl cuddle, but not like Julian.
Yeah, he's a very, very beautiful cat.
Yeah. So while we had all these guys, I think it was the first weekend we had them, we also got Roseberry. And Roseberry was a little stray just out back. And the way that she was acting, I was like, she's pregnant. Remember? I was like, there's no way a stray cat is like cuddling with strangers unless she's pregnant. So it was like pretty apparent to me that she was with child. So we took her in and we were like, all right, well, we'll see what happens, right? I
mean, we were not sure 100%.
Yeah.
Because extra was like $500 to find out.
Yeah, so we were like, all right, well, we'll know. It's going to just happen or not happen. But she grew and grew. And so, anyway, so her birth, she birthed Bunky and Penny very quickly. They popped out between like 1 and 4 p.m. Nobody was home. And then when we got there, around 3 or 4, she was having contractions, and she was trying to give birth to Lucky for like a couple of hours, and then it turned out that he was too big. There was no way he was going to fit.
Yeah.
So we rushed her to the ER, and she got a C-section, which meant she also got spayed. So that was like 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing. That was pretty cool. And little Lucky came out, and he was huge. These are probably like the biggest kittens we've ever been involved with. So we were hoping that keeping them at my mom's house would be better for everyone, and that they would avoid getting, I know, you scare me, but they would avoid getting ringworm that we all, humans, cats, have all been having over the last few months. But it has gotten them too, so they've got the fungus over at mom's house. But honestly, ringworm, if you've never looked into it, it's like athlete's foot. I mean, it's just like a fungus that grows, and it's just like super spreadable, and I don't know, I mean, probably the humidity in Ocean City doesn't help, right? But anyway, yeah, so they've all got ringworm. We all have ringworm. It's not a big deal. But we are treating it. It will go away. These guys all had it, and it's already gone. These guys all had it, and it's already gone. Pip, Julian, everybody's acting crazy.
Yeah.
So, Roseberry's doing great.
Yes.
Other than the fact that she's a little stinky. But she's doing wonderful. She's really healthy for a random stray cat from the side yard. And Penny and Bunky and Lucky are all doing well. Penny is so fluffy, so big. I mean, they are just chubby little kittens.
Very healthy. Yes.
Very, very healthy. Yeah, very big. Bunky is the smallest, but she's a normal weight, and she is very good at cuddling and staring into your eyes. And poor little Lucky is the scariest cat I've ever met in my life. They say orange cats are very adventurous, but he's just not there yet.
He looks so scared.
He's so scared, and he has the same eyes as his mother.
Sad-looking eyes.
And Roseberry's eyes, they kind of tilt down in like a funny way, and it makes her look really sad. And Lucky has the same eyes, but then he's also so scared. So he just looks so nervous all the time. So they're all doing really well, and we're just continuing to socialize them. They're almost 2 pounds. They're like 1.8 pounds. So they'll get combo tested soon and get shots and stuff. So those are Roseberry's babies. And then I guess we should have said something about Mabel. Mabel's doing great. She's still nursing here and there, some of the kittens. She definitely needs a home soon. I'm like so afraid of you, Pip. He wants chicken so bad. But she's doing really well, and I think that she's almost ready to be adopted. Because I think she has all of her shots, and once she's done with these little guys.
Well, it's after Chris, but I think
yeah, it
so.
should be close. So if you want a sweet little calico that's been living with us since Easter.
Very cuddly, very friendly. Yeah.
When she's hungry, she'll come tap you on your face and say, feed me, feed me. But yeah, and then we've got two little guys. So we've got Archer, who is Archie, and turns out she is a she. So she's our little girl right now. And then we also have Stardust, who we call Dusty, and he is like a Siamese cat. So let's see, what does Archer like?
Travels a lot.
Yes,
she
Archie
walks around.
is a
She's
little
very
traveler.
Exploring, yes.
She walks a lot. She just started running this week, so she will sprint across the floor so quick. She also has just started eating wet food, sort of on her own. She should be eating it on her own, but she tends to, she has this funny thing where I have to put it in her mouth first, and then she goes, oh, I want that, and then she starts eating it. But she won't, like, if you just give her the bowl, she won't do it.
Dusty likes to sleep a lot.
Yeah, Dusty sleeps
just
a lot.
wakes up, eat, play a little bit, and go back to sleep.
Yes, and look, Chunker. But yeah, so Dusty likes to sleep a lot, and they both learned how to climb this week, and they're playing, which is good, and they're gaining weight. I think we'd rather them gain more and quicker, but they're not losing weight, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, we gotta feed them every few hours.
Yeah, so we're still feeding them like their little baby.
Like they don't eat on their own, really.
Yeah, but they're getting there. They're asleep right now.
And obviously we had those 4 other kids that passed away 2 weeks ago. I guess that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been a rough week.
It was it was a really hard summer on a number of fronts. However, having Archer and Dusty here and seeing them thriving helps me a lot.
Yes.
They're so cute.
Yes, but I think the battle is not over. We still need to be very careful with them.
Yeah.
And
we don't even have time for grief because we've got Chunker ruining and breaking everything in our home. Get out of here. Okay. Okay, and now Chunker is here so that he can't move the camera.
yes.
So they're doing really well, and we're happy. You know, it's not over yet, but they're making forward progress, I would say. I'm very pleased with what they've been able to accomplish.
Absolutely.
And I think that brings us through to all of our fosters, right? That's what we've got right now. So we have Roseberry, Penny, Bunky, and Lucky over at Mom's house. We have Mabel still with us with Julius, Julian, and James. And then we have these two. So I think we're at 10 fosters, right?
I guess.
Something like that.
4, 2, that's 6, and 3, 4. Yes.
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 So 10 fosters.
I remember.
Yes. My sister's back from college already. They've moved her back. She lived on campus for about 3 days, right?
Yeah, she takes care of the fosters.
Yeah, so she helps with Roseberry because they are in where she's made like her little dorm study room at home, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I know. Where's your bell? Where's your bell? But anyway, yeah, that's it. Oh, but I do have on Mondays, we have a nice little present from Moo. Remember Moo? Yeah, she has a What's New with Moo. So let's see what's new with Moo. If you've adopted one of our fosters, feel free to send us a video so we can do an update on Mondays. Because Mondays are going to be all about fostering. So let's see.
New with Moo, so many things to do. Hey, is that a shoe? What's new with Moo?
To see Moo. She was a real sweetie. Her and Millie were very similar.
This litter that Moo, like Mabel's kids, they they didn't like water very much. Like it's interesting, but the other litter that we have, Oscar and the other, they love water. They were all water.
Yeah.
So
every litter is different. Every kitten is different. I think that.
No, but like they as a group, like they all 5 of them, not Mabel, the other cats that we have, all 5, Oscar and the rest, they all like you took a shower, they went with
they
you,
were like
and they were watching you. Yes, they will be between 2 curtains.
Yeah.
But the other 2,
Mabel's
no, they like try to stay far away from water. Yeah. Anyway, so
he's down there again.
Yes.
Chunker, no one's going to adopt you if you keep acting like this.
Well, don't show it to your dad.
I know. Oh my gosh, Pep, you're making me flinch. So the camera's moved again. I guess Chunker's our cameraman, Chunker. But anyway, so I think that if you have any questions about fostering, feel free to write them in the comments and we'll answer that 1 or 2 a week. I have a question. This is our first fostering question that we'll delve into, which is, what have you learned the most from fostering? Oh God, oh God.
Just
yeah, I know.
Just.
Sorry, had to remove Chunker.
She died.
Hello, Pep. What have you learned the most from fostering?
Well, patience. I guess that would be a first thing. Patience, and especially bottle feeding. You have to get up. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna give them 50 mils at once and I'm good for 24 hours. No, that's not how it works. There's certain things you have to do, you have to follow. So patience. What about you? We can go one by one.
Well, I think that if I was going to say the other than all the technical stuff like you kind of just mentioned, what I learned the most was how different each kitten is when they're born. Like, I think that a lot of people are like, cats, dogs, you know, or like this breed of cats likes this, or this breed of dogs likes this. But what I found is that like every one of these kittens has its very own unique personality, no matter where it came from. I mean, they're just born as unique as humans are. And so you really have to explore what they're into. And they always surprise me. Like Zuber eating the watermelon was really surprising. The difference between Archer and Stardust and how much they move around. I think that, you know, that one litter that like was always in the water, that was very interesting.
I noticed that none of the cats that we had, and we had quite a few already, none of them had problem with traveling like in the car, like being in a car. Like I don't know why Nadia and Mowgli are horrible, and I know some people have the same problem. But we had, let's say, like 20 cats in the car, like driving to Baltimore and anywhere else, and they were all fine. And I don't know why.
Yeah, I think because we start them so young. I'll also say that like if you get a cat from us,
it wasn't a bad experience. Like we didn't take them to the vet.
Yeah, and I would say that if you get a foster from us and you keep taking them in the car, they probably will like the car forever.
Yeah.
I mean, Pip was always in the car when he was little, and now he likes the car.
Yeah. And Nadia and Mowgli, we only took them, we only took them to the vet.
When they lived but when we lived in Poland, I didn't even have a car. They went on the.
No, we took it to the vet.
I know, but I'm saying we went on the bus when we moved that day. Remember?
Yes.
We moved from a house to an apartment, and I was in charge of getting Nadia and Mowgli from the house to the apartment, and we all rode the bus together. I mean, Nadia and Mowgli. Yeah. It was super cute, and everybody was talking to me about them, and I was like, I have no idea what you're saying because they were speaking Polish. Hi, Pip. Yes. Okay. All right. Pip wants like 1,000 treats. Okay. All right. Yeah. I would like to say, let's do some fail mail and a joke, but I think it's better we save that for our Tuesday through Fridays with Gretchen.
You're the boss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I will say, if you've sent Pip a letter or ordered something recently, you might have gotten a little bookmark. I think they're so cute. I might have more made to send out for free because I just think they're a really nice little thing. So that's what I'm going to be using in my planner. But yeah, that's all we've got, I think. So if you have any questions about fostering, let us know. We are going to start writing down a lot of these answers too, so that it can be a guide that you can go to if you start fostering.
Maybe you'll write a book. Pip's Guide to Fostering.
Yes, it's on the list of books I'd like to write. Pip, we can ever get out of...
He would like to write.
Yes, sorry. I'm his ghostwriter. Yeah. But yeah, just to follow up, I guess, on some... Well, actually, I'll let Gretchen do follow-ups tomorrow. Because I feel like I don't want to do a bunch of stuff without her here. But like I said, we're going to be adding in these Monday shows to talk about fostering. Please, if you want to help animals, the best way you can help them is by opening up your home and letting them come inside and stay with you until they have their own home to go to.
You don't even have to open up your home. You can open just the room.
Yes, exactly. There's a lot of
You don't need the whole home. You just need one room.
Even a kennel, you know?
At first, yeah.
If they're little babies, you need like a rabbit cage. Because we put ours in a kennel and they can fit through the bars when they're tiny babies. But anyway, yeah, a lot of fosters just have one room that they use for fostering and that's it. They don't let them out in the rest of their house. We let ours do whatever they want.
Yes.
As you can hear Chunker in the background screaming because I made him go downstairs. He was going to break that camera.
And it's and like money-wise, it's really not expensive. I would say it's. I mean, you need to provide food and litter. Yes. Yeah. So and you just need to spend some time scooping the litter. And then feeding them like 2 or 3 times a day.
And I do think that like we pay for the majority of our fosters' medical expenses if something dramatic comes up, and we pay for the food and litter. But I do think that if you were in a position where you couldn't afford to do the food and litter, but you could open up your home, that I'm sure, I mean, us included, would be willing to pay for that stuff if you could just foster, you know?
Whatever helps.
I mean, there just are phone calls all the time about this kitten and this kitten and this kitten and this kitten. And, you know, at some point you have to say no because you really are at capacity.
Yes. Yeah.
Chunker! Do you hear him?
Yes. Oh, yes.
All right. Well, I think that leads us to the end of our first show back. We are so happy that you were here. Of course, Gretchen will be back tomorrow. We will be in our new studio, aka a room full of litter boxes. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully, it won't be too hot.
Well, I was supposed to say a joke about Foster. Beer.
Oh, yeah.
Beer, but
what was
there
the
was no. It just. I mean, Foster is a great beer.
What do you think of Foster? What do you think of our Fosters?
Oh, I love them, especially cold, straight from the fridge. Oh, that was actually.
That was terrible.
That was terrible.
That was not as good as our normal drinks in the
British.
shower.
It's a British beer. I mean, I don't know if it's British, but it's like very popular in Great Britain, and it's called Foster's. Foster's.
And he tried to make a joke about it.
Yeah, but I said it positive.
Okay, so do you have anything else?
No, I'm happy to be here, and I would like to put my, like we say in Poland, my 3 pennies to the jar, which is like give some input to your.
Thank you for
show.
your 3 pennies.
3 groszy. Yep. Welcome.
Pip, anything else?
Happy Monday.
Ooh.
Timber.
Yeah, so. Do you know how to do it?
Yes.
Does he know how to do it?
Stay.
Has he ever watched our show, Pip? I don't know. I know that's about the face that I would give. Stay Pipsy! High five, Pip.
Did you know that zebras' whiskers are half black, half white?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know they grow in 2 colors. Pepperoni. Speaking of pepperoni.
Stay Pipsy.